Hi guys, I'm back. Hopefully this will be better. Hopefully we'll get everybody to come on. And I'm going to put my phone number again, just in case anyone's interested in contacting me. Or you can go to my website. Information also. So I'm not going to talk more about the class. I'm going to wait everybody starts to come on. Is it C? Hi, I need you to subscribe down below. Anybody who will get a reading needs to be subscribed. Okay, so if you subscribe down below, then you can get a reading also. I'm going to be doing mini tarot readings. Hi, Louise. I need you to subscribe, please. If you subscribe, you can get a reading. Anybody coming on, Joanna, I don't know if you want to keep a list and if you want to tell people pure love. If you want to subscribe, you can get a reading. There's a lot of new people that seems to be coming on. You can have a reading if you subscribe to the channel and stay subscribed to the channel. Yes. Subscribe and then take it back. So it's up to you. It did through sub, pure love. It always comes through me and it hasn't. Hi, Lynn. I'm going to be talking about some different things tonight and talking about, I'm offering a class. I'm offering it to 6 people. It'll be 6 separate hour classes. We set it up based on what it is you'd like to learn physically. Some people want to learn how to read tarot cards. Some people want to learn how to use the pendulum, which I'm going to be doing with some readings today. People want to learn about their psychic abilities. Some people want to learn about psychometry, which is feeling the energy in something that someone else gives you, being able to feel that energy. Some people want to learn how to connect with their spirit guides. Some people want to learn about psychic and dreams, how to dream reader. So I'm going to be doing that for 6 separate people, and I put my phone number and my email address at the top. I'm going to pin it so people can call me or go to my website. It'll be at the top if you would like to find out more information. Okay, hi guys, I'm back. I hope it's not jumping around. Hi, Suni. I don't have a subscribe time. Lynn is here. You can add. Louise, I need to subscribe. Pure Love, I need to subscribe. I need to subscribe. What comes across the screen, I can let you know. Louise, once it comes across as you guys being subscribed, then I'm happy to do a reading for you. But otherwise, I can get started. Let me just double check before we start and I'll see if any of them have come through. Usually comes right over the on the screen for me. It comes right across the screen that you've subscribed. So that's how I know. Yeah, and it hasn't yet. So I wanted to talk about a little bit about to see if you guys have any of these abilities. To be an empath, really, or to feel that you have some psychic energy or some psychic ability, I wanted to kind of ask you a few questions to see how it felt. Hi, Julie. Glad. You're not subscribed, Louise, hun. If you just subscribe now, it hasn't come through. Pure Love, I did not get it. No. So your settings might be set for private. So all you guys need to worry about that, okay? I'm not going to worry about it. But as soon as it comes over to me, then I'll be happy to put you on the list with Joanna, okay? You may unsubscribe and resubscribe, if Louise, if you think you've subscribed, because you're not on my list of subscribers. Okay, maybe you took yourself off at some point. That could be. So you may want to add and stay on permanently, hopefully. Pure Love didn't get yours. So let me ask these questions, and then you guys can tell me if you have any of them. And this is kind of how you know you have some psychic ability, you have some gifts, or you're very empathic. The very first thing that you kind of just know, you know, like you're talking to somebody, you know what they're going to talk about. I know Lynn, I've spoken to Lynn many times, and she knows that I just know something. Sometimes it just comes out and I know things. And that's part of being psychic, and that's why I'm asking if any of you guys feel that way. The second is like vivid premonition. So I don't know if any of you have had those. Third is ringing in your ears. That's often a sign from spirit guides, not permanent ringing like tinnitus. From time to time, ringing in your ears. And what happens, that is like a download. It's like getting information from spirit. And finally, it's picking up other people's feelings and emotions, their moods, in a room, or if you see somebody loved one and you just know right off the bat something's wrong, or they're not feeling well, or they've just gotten some bad news or something like that. That kind of shows that you have empathic abilities as well. Does anybody have any of those? Do any of you guys feel like you have any of those abilities or those gifts? We lost a few people here. There's only 6. We were up to 18 almost. If you're enjoying, please give me a thumbs up. That helps me pound the video to other people. Haroon, you have those. Which ones stand out for you, Haroon? Which one do you feel stand out for you? Okay, well, it would be a light ringing. It wouldn't be like a real loud, bothersome ringing. It would be just very soft. It's not disrupting anything. It doesn't hurt. It's just a very soft kind of ringing that only lasts for about 10 seconds. Not something that goes on for a very long time. That makes sense, Haroon? And I always like to start off before we do the readings talking about things. Just one time? You said it was light but not disruptive. One time you had a download? Like I get them pretty much every day, that's what I'm asking. Or many times a day. And I know I'm getting downloads. Why don't you put the list up, Joanna, and everybody can kind of say if they're here. Louise, your subscription has not come through, hon. Okay, so Joanna, you got Lala. Joanna's going to put the list up. If you're not on it, let her know. Okay. Do you have the list? Can you put a list you had above? Well, Haroon, we're all going through if you have this, you're pretty much daily a spiritual awakening. You're pretty much going your daily. If that helps. Does anybody else have any other things? You just know things. Lynn, I know you have some gifts, abilities. You're talking very much, but Patricia, so you feel people's emotions, the empathic part, feel their moods, or you can walk into a room and feel the tension in the air sometimes, right? Or if you know who to go towards based on their feelings, based on the feelings you're getting. I mean, I had a really tough time with the Capitol for like 3 or 4 days. I kind of hibernate because the emotions that I was feeling from basically everybody out in the universe, the collective, was very overwhelming to me. So I am going to do some reading. Clearly, nobody really wants to talk about this. So you can feel energy too, Lynn. Yeah, I know. I know you have the knowing also. Knowing when something's good or bad. You know what I mean? Like you just have a good feeling or a bad, not so great feeling. Because we've talked about that many times. So I think you have a lot of gifts, Lynn. You just know it. You just don't utilize them yet. Haven't worked on them to build that muscle memory. Venusian, I haven't seen again. Patricia, Fredo, Mark, Julie. Yeah, and that's really important to remember if you are empathic, is to make sure when you get up in the morning, the very first thing you do is Archangel Michael to surround you with a white light energy. And if he surrounds you with that white light, then their negative energy can't stay in your aura. The part of the class that I'm teaching is how to read auras, how to be able to look at somebody and see the aura. There's a lot of different things in that class. Why don't our spirit guides protect us from everything bad, child? Because unfortunately, there are life lessons that you've chosen to come into this world before you were even born that you have to fill, and that's part of the reason. That's a part of Mercury retrograde, Julie. I hope you stay around because I am doing readings. Yeah, you can get better at blocking them, Patricia, just by asking Michael to surround with white light energy. So that keeps any negative energy out so that you're taking them in. To remind yourself to all day to check and make sure it's still there, still in place. I don't know, Haroon. That would have been a life lesson you chose somehow before you were born. Because we choose our parents, we choose our path, we choose what it is we need to live a lifetime, etc. Hi, Mish. Yep, we're basically talking a little bit about psychic abilities the second, and then I'll get messages, okay? Talking about either feeling psychic messages, knowing you have them, having vivid dreams, ringing in your ears that you get like downloads. You don't know that you didn't learn anything, Haru. That's it. You won't know until you cross over eventually whether or not you learned something in this lifetime. It's the same thing like if people go into patterns, same kind of relationship. That's what you wanted to fix in this lifetime. In another lifetime, you went through a similar relationship and fixed it. So now you have to come back and redo it again until it's fixed. The universe is going to keep you a lesson until you fix it. That's why I always tell people, go through it, don't go around the emotions. Okay? I want to be on the list. You do want to be. Mish, yes, Mish can be on the list. Okay, Louise, I don't know where you're not up. It's very unusual. It's free to subscribe, so I just subscribe again. Not a big deal. That's not a maroon. That was a choice you made before you came into the world. That some people choose parents who have addiction problems. Some people parents who are wealthy. Some choose parents who grow up in very poor environments. I mean, it's what you're choosing before you're born. It's not passed to you. Hi, Maya. Yeah, Joanna can add you on. I didn't learn in a lifetime, Haroon. So when you're up in heaven waiting to be born again, it was something that was given to you. You had to learn in this lifetime because you didn't learn in the previous life. That's why. So I'm going to go on. Has anybody ever used pendulum before? Because I want to talk a little bit about pendulum use and how you set your own pendulum. No, it's not, please. And how to use your own pendulum. And you set your own pendulum. I have one that has all the colors of the chakras. You're going to find ones that you're attracted to. You can see all the colors of chakras, and it has crystal quartz on the end. I quite often use this when I do my Reiki healing, especially virtually. I have a pure quartz that I use, and I'm going to use today. And I preset it. So when it spins around in a circle, show me yes. There it goes. It's spinning around in a circle. Whoa. Coming off my fingertip there. Okay, thank you. And it'll stop. And now I'll ask to show me no, and it's back and forth. There it goes. See how it goes? It swings. So it's not going around anymore. It's swinging back and forth. That's no. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Spirit. And then it'll just stop. So I can answer psychic questions using pendulum, and so can you. So it's really important. Hi, Girl Power. Learn how. Well, that's a good question. It's really me asking the question, and then spirit guides, probably my spirit guides. That's okay. You should come on and join us, Lynn. So I will, my spirit guides basically that I'm hearing from, this is a tool to me. I can ask questions just like I do, excuse me, with the tarot deck. When I work with the tarot deck, I'm asking the tarot deck questions, right? And it's my spirit guides that let me through. So we definitely do that. And or if you don't want to use the pendulum, we can just use tarot readings, or I can also use your astrological sign. Do any reading. You guys get to choose. Okay, so you can get a feel for some of the different types of things that we use psychically if you're a psychic or a medium. So Joanne's first. So let's get started. It says, if you didn't agree to something, will your guides protect you? Because it's just fate, and sometimes it's just what it is, so to speak, Haroon. Sometimes, you know, it's just like why people end up in a car crash. I know we choose our time, how we're going to be on life and how we're going to pass. We choose that before we're born. But the lessons you also choose. I don't know that question. Yes, I think Lynn is. Lynn, I think you're on. Joanne, is Lynn on the list? You want to by your astrological sign, or do you want to use the pendulum to ask a question? No, Lynn needs to be on there. Lynn was on after the two Patricians, before Alfredo, Mark, Mish. I don't even think some of these people are here anymore. Lynn needs to be put in there. Okay. Louise, I'm going to check the internet and see if it came through for you, okay? It's great to have you subscribe, because once you're subscribed, it didn't come through. But just go ahead, list. I don't, doesn't matter. Because once you're subscribed, then you can share with other people, you can come on freebie, you can get readings, you know, all those things. Because if you have a reading today and you weren't subscribed, I'm not going to read for you again. Okay, Louise? Just so you understand how that works. Okay, so Joanne, okay. Need for me, I ask, you can say your sign and then you can ask the pendulum question. I can do both. What's your sign, Anna? And I will do a reading on a little card on sign, and then Aries. Okay, so your sign. And there's so much air right now, so you must be feeling life is wonderful and busy. Are things going your way? Because there are 7 planets in Aquarius right now. You're a fire sign. I thought you said Aquarius. I thought it said Aquarius. Sorry. So you're a fire sign, Aries. So you're probably finding Mercury retrograde a little bit difficult right now. And Gemini and Virgo also find Mercury retrograde a little bit. Fire, yeah. So what would you like to know? I will pull a couple of cards, but I'm going to ask the pendulum question for you first. What would you like to know? Yes or a no answer. Do you have a question for that? If not, it's no big deal. We can just go to the cards. Aquarius is an effing trip. Yeah, it's 7 planets in Aquarius. Well, I've reset the pendulum and I've got it in my hand and I'm ready to go in. Is there anything you'd like to know? You don't have to do the pendulum. We can just do the cards. You add it to the list, Saloni. I think your subscription stayed the other day, though, Sony. So I think you may need to resubscribe, because if you subscribe and don't subscribe, I won't read for you again. You need to say as one of my subscribers, part of the community. So I'm going to pull a cards, Joanna, for you based on Aries and see what is in store for you. Aries stubborn. Aries can be very in your head. So the spirit Aquarian energy must be really rocking your world, being in your head. That's what Aries is all about. Is even though you fire energy, you can't. We're not doing questions yet, Saloni. You would last. There's about 15 people ahead of you. Okay. So your pendulum does the same. Okay, so let's pull a couple cards for Aries for Joanne. Okay, interesting. So we like that. We have the King of Swords. The King of Swords, he's sitting on his throne here. This could be a strong masculine energy in your life. This could also be you, because there's no male or female indicators in the tarot deck. But somebody who's strong is in their power. They have the one sword lifted, one sword down. So it's like he's ready for a battle. It's like you're almost waiting for the other to drop, Joanne. That's what I'm hearing with this card. Does that make sense? It's like you're standing in your power here. You're sitting alone. You're surrounded by the truth, but it's like you're waiting for the other shoe to drop. Like something's coming up. Yeah. What's coming is a brand new beginning. This is a man. It's a different perspective. It's another way of looking at things. So you have the truth here, and it's asking you how you what you want to do with that truth. This is saying this is a chance to be in a different way. So you have to be on guard. You don't have to wait for the other shoe to drop. Okay? His legs always make me think of the number 4, so it means your angels are around you. I'm seeing that in the cards. But I'm feeling like these card Aries that right now for you are all about knowing who you are and that you have the power and the ability. You're sitting in your own power. With all the blues and the healing energies, it's love, Joanne. Inaida, you need to subscribe or have subscribed already. I can check my list. Yeah, it's really nice. It's really nice. But this is a chance for you to kind of have a new beginning with this hanging here, to look at things differently. You don't have to wait for that other shoe to drop. It may not ever drop. You can just look at it in terms of everything's going wonderfully, and get myself things changed and turn myself around and look at things in a whole new way. It's really nice. Okay, Anita. I've seen you on my list, so I know you are subscribed. Okay, so that's love, Joanna. I hope that makes sense. I'm going to check one more time for Louise here, see if she has shown up as subscribed. No. And it hasn't come through my screen either, Louise. So I think you have to be set right now. You're welcome, Joanna. I think you have to be set in private, and Joanna can walk you through with your profile picture, how to change your settings, go under your profile picture and so forth, and change your settings from private to public. And that's usually the only way that you get as public. It's not showing your subscription. Okay, Joanna, who was next? Who was sent after you, hon? You want to put the list up again? And I have my phone number and list for my website, talk about the class. Joanna, then Jane. Is Jane here? Is Jane here? Yes, thank you, Aaron. Did you make it? I think she might have said goodbye because I think it was a little wonky before. The energy was a little wonky, in and out technology-wise. I'm a very ruled by Mercury, so I'm going to have technology problems. Okay, so Haroon, that would be that you now. So would you like to do would you like a reading by astrological sign? Would you like a reading by pendulum? Or we could do yes, no, and then story. It's up to you. Have my spirit punished aggressive before? Okay, that's not a that's a negative. That's a dark energy question, and I'm not going into dark energy. Okay, so I would keep it in the positive. That's the only way I'll answer a question like that. Okay? Because I don't work with dark energy at all. And punishment or aggressors, that's all dark energy. So, it doesn't belong here. No worries. Ask someone. Everyone has their own story, and it's their own life story. So everything that's happened to us in the course of our lifetime makes us who we are today. Makes us stronger if we went through struggle. Makes us able to be more compassionate with other people. Maybe takes us into our line of work, depending on. All lead us to part of our lifetime story. It's part of who we are. It's not a yes or no question, so I won't use the pendulum. Ah, you're an Aries. Nice. Good morning, everyone. That's nice. I just heard from a friend of mine who quietly watches from the background. So I hope that card had good meaning for you as well. My spy guide, Lala, I have been in a funk. Okay, I'm not ready for you, Lala. I want to say something. Do you guys? So what is your sign? I'll do a psychic card reading for you, Haroon, rather than yes, lovely green. You're my last. Okay. I do the list. You'll be the last one. Thank you. Leo. Okay, let's see what's happening, Leo. Are you a cusper? Haroon, I think I asked you that before. I think you're like the 15th. You. A cusper is a person that's born either on like the Cancer Leo cusp, right at that first day, or Leo Virgo cusp, which would be like August 22nd, 23rd. But I think you're July baby, right? That's what I'm hearing. Are you a July baby? Okay, so you're not a cusper, so no need to worry. Let's pull a few cards for you and see what's up with you for Leo. Let's see what's going on with you right now. Lisa, glad you're watching. It'll come up again. Something has to be in Aries. First card we got is the Devil. Devil is often about temptation. It's a card of Capricorn. So you could be dealing with a Capricorn, Haroon. It could also be the thoughts that are going through your head during this conversation and around you right now. So I don't know if this is because that's what you're thinking about, or is that your childhood stuff that we talked about? But that's why you would have pulled this card. Capricorns are the hard workers in the deck. They are hard workers in the astrological signs. And then the second card I got is World, which is, the World, which is, anything is your it's anything you want it to be. I think what you need to do, though, is to eliminate this devil that's sitting on your shoulder. I think you need to get rid of the negativity that you're feeling. Yeah, I'm afraid I can't do anything about it. You're at 30 minutes, so you may want to go back and watch it. on your own, Haroon, if it's really bothering you. Is it buffering anyone else? Oh, your camera is 2008? Mine isn't. Mine is new, actually. Yeah, I'm not sure why, other than it could be a Mercury retrograde. I'll do the best I can. And when your name comes up, you guys can always go back. I'll tell you the time, the starting time you're reading, okay? And take it from there. But you need to let go of this negativity that you're in now. And I'm sorry if I'm the one that brought it up. I'm sorry, you guys, that it's doing that. I'm not sure why it's doing it. I don't have any control over it. This is the second time I started it, but I'm happy when I start reading for individual people. I'll be happy to tell you what time, so you can back at a later time on your own and look up your reading. How does that sound? Okay. So Haroon, you were at 30 minutes, and I have Lala next. Lala, what's your sign, hun? I'm gonna shuffle. See, it's not buffered on my end, so I don't. I totally believe you, because I hate when I watch videos and it buffers. It's very frustrating. So I totally believe you. So I'll be the time that I start your reading. How about it? You back? Okay. Thank you, Joanna. Capricorn. Okay, let's see what's going on for Capricorn. So we just pulled for Haroon. So Capricorn is in the house, because the Devil card is representative of Capricorn. January 15th. Okay, so you're not a Capricorn either. So let's see what we have for Capricorn. And remember, if you are, well, never that gets involved. So the two cards first of all is a card, which is beautiful. We're in the time of year, we left Capricorn, we're now in Aquarius. We have 7 planets in Aquarius, but the magician has all the different elements at his fingertips, right? He has the wands, he has the swords, he has the cups, he has the pendulum, pentacles, at his fingertips. You're manifesting like crazy. So Lala, you must be manifesting like crazy, because look at an abundance that's the 10 of pentacles. It's beautiful. Do you see the treasure chest full of money? It's gorgeous. It's backwards. Everything's backwards when you do it live. Unfortunately, that's how it comes. But this is money. This whole treasure chest is full of money. It's beautiful. You can see it a little bit better. I'll come to the camera, bit focus here for you. Go. Can you see it a little bit better? Money. And this card is telling me you've manifested, you brought it in. I don't know if you're working real hard on bringing it in, Lala. Are you looking for a job? Just get a new job? Because I think it's something related to job. The difference between one job and another job is what I keep hearing. I don't know if you're in a job and you're trying to get a new one. I should have told you we started at 2 in case you need them back. I don't know if I'm still on, if you're still on. Money, money, money. Come your way, my dear. Lala, you still here? Is anybody responding? Is anybody still here? The clock is still ticking. I'm still on. I still have people. Is someone right to say that they're here and that I'm buffering? Okay, Joanna, good, good. Thanks, guys. I just wanted to make sure, because I didn't hear back from Lala, and I know it's been buffering a little. About that, guys. I wish I could make it better. No, it's buffering, and I think that's clearly Mercury retrograde, getting involved with the technology, and that's also Aquarius. I mean, we have 7 planets Aquarius, and Aquarius is all about technology. No, technologically based stuff is Aquarius. So we've got a double whammy happening. So it's really hard to know what's coming up and what's not. I don't know if Lala was thrown off, but if she was and she hears, her reading started at 32, 33, and you can go back and listen to it. Okay, Lala? Sorry about that, hon. Wish I could change it. Venusian, are you here at this time? Lisa, hi Lisa. Any to have a few open programs on your computer from earlier today? I don't. I have no open programs, Lisa. I know. I really think you're buffering, or yeah. I really think it's just I don't have any problem with my cable, my internet, or anything for anything else, and it's not showing up for me. So it's somehow from the signal I'm sending out to you guys, and I'm not sure. I have nothing open, Lisa. I have nothing open. Thank you for the suggestion, though. I love your shortcut for your name. Yeah, I wish. This is the second time I started it. The first time it was the same thing, Lisa. It's frustrating for everybody, I know. Lala, did you get a chance to see your cards? Because I did your reading at like 33 minutes. So you can go back afterwards. Since it's buffering, I can try to listen to that if that helps. Lisa, do you want me to add you to the list? Hi, Lakia. Closed for free reading today, but if you want to subscribe, Lakia, when I come back on, which will be on Sunday, you'll get a free reading. I do free readings for my subscribers. Time will allow. Make sure we add Lisa, please, Joanna, after Lee Green. Okay. Venusian's not here. And Ania, are you here, hon? I don't remember seeing her here before. Okay, I don't have you as subbed. If hopefully you'll be subbed so that if you hit the notification bell, you'll be notified when I come on next. And if that I see you on my sub list, I'll be happy to give you a reading. Thank you. Glad you joined us today. So I have Ania next. And then Patricia Walton. Trying my best, Lisa. Trying my best. It's frustrating. When the computer doesn't always get hold of you, it's frustrating, you know? You missed, I don't know if you were here at the beginning when I was talking about my class that I'm going to be offering. And Ania, you are here. But Lisa, I'm going to be offering a psych development class, 6 sessions, hour-long sessions, individual. You can always get in touch with me if you're interested. I'll talk to you about it. And Ania, do you have what is your sign? I'm starting 39 minutes just in case we buffer and you can't don't get on and hear it. You can always rewind and listen again. And Ania, I don't know if I'm pronouncing your name right. What sign are you, hon? You missed the beginning. I talked about a class that I'm going to be offering. It's 6 one-hour sessions, and it'll be individualized. It won't be a group setting. You're Aries. Okay, pull another card for you. I pulled for Aries. I'll pull again. It's fire sign. But it'll be catered to what people want to learn. Like I buy my pendulums today, and some people might want to learn how to use a pendulum. If somebody wants to ask a yes/no question, I can definitely use a pendulum. And I don't think what you would do next. I've got Ania first, and then Patricia, and then Lynn. Okay, almost your turn, Gemini. Ruled by Mercury. Almost your turn. Is Aries. Aries is, but also very open-minded. There's a lot of You think with your head, you think with your head more than your heart. You tend to be very logical, Aries. You have an ascendant that is emotional, like a water sign, like a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. I don't know if you know what your ascendant is, Anea. But I'm going to put a couple cards for Aries. Okay, let's see what we have for you specifically. Okay, first thing I have is the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups is kind of a card where you're sitting and dawdling and nothing seems to meet your needs. Nothing that we put out there and nothing that the universe has given you, you're interested in. Look, you have 3 cups next to you. I don't even care if I look at them. The universe is sending you another one and you still like, take it or leave it. You're busy doing your journaling, you're doing your writing. I feel like the universe is giving you a lot of opportunities and you're not doing it. Okay, so really try to pay attention to what's being offered to you or to you in the universe, because for some reason you're not paying attention to it. It doesn't have any meaning to you, or it doesn't interest you at this time. Okay, and the second card I got is the Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords is about feeling kind of trapped or backed into a corner, and that could be why you're not paying attention to the signs. This is like a work environment, or it could be at home where somebody feel almost like you're pushed against the wall, like you don't have a choice in a decision. You see all these wands that are pointed at you, and you're right up against this window here. A lot of healing energy in these cards. They're both blue, which is very healing, so there's a lot of healing energy around you. But this card reminds me that you feel kind of cornered about something or pressured into making a decision. Does that ring true for you? And then, does that ring true? Hi, Chip. Got my cat at my feet. He always said I do my readings. Yes, absolutely. Okay, good. So the cards make sense. It's buffering a little. Yeah. Well, we started at 38, so you can always go back and watch it. But I feel like if you have a yes/no question, I also ask pendulum. Do you have a question you'd like to have a yes or no answer to? Miss my cats. I know. I love my cat. He's usually on my bed with me. He's so cute. And when I come down in the read, he sits right at my feet so I can feel him underneath my feet. It's really very cute. He follows me around. He gets lonely. Okay. Yes, you have. Okay. What would you like to ask? Anania. I'm never going to get that name right. Sorry. The person I love is the one. Yeah. I won't answer that question because that's a feeling question. I can tell you if the relationship's going to work. I can't tell you they're permanent because that would be up to not only your free will, but their free will as well. And I don't control free will. But I can tell you if you be involved in them. Would you like to know that? Or are you already involved with them? Yes, which question, hun? Are you already involved with them? Yes. You're involved already. Okay. So would you like the relationship is going to work out? If you're going to be staying in the relationship for a while and it'll work out for you? I can ask that. I just can't get into someone else's feelings. Okay, let's ask that question. So for Anania, tell me if the relationship she's in is going to be a relationship that will stay around. Woo, it's going very circular. Actually moving my hand. That's a big yes. Wow. A big yes. Okay. That's pretty cool. So stop you. He's a Sagittarius. Interesting. So you obviously have a connection with this one, and so does the angels, because they just gave you a real thumb up about the relationship, which is lovely. Thank you, hon. I'm glad you asked the question. I was hoping someone would ask a question where I could use the pendulum. I just wanted to show you for the psychic class that how some people, that's one of the things they may want to learn is some gadgets like the psychometry or using a pendulum or using divining rods or different tools that are available to us as psychics and as mediums. And that's one of the classes that we'll talk about if that's something that interests you. Okay? I'm glad you're happy. That's wonderful. Patricia Walton's next. Is she still here? Patricia, are you still here, hon? Patricia Walton, actually it is. And then Lynn. Reading about Taurus, stubborn but really leading the heart. Taurus is driven by the heart. Taurus is a very passionate, very kind, the very nurturing energies. So although we think of course the bull, we're actually like soft on the inside. And I don't know if that's how you find you are, but Tauruses tend to bring emotion on their sleeve. So we tend to bring that out in other people, and we can feel it in other people as well. We can think logically, but we actually stop and say, okay, I need to look at that logically, because to lead from the heart. So we follow our and our feelings and our stomach and all the warm fuzzies we get. Does that describe it pretty well, Patricia? That's my moon. So that's how others see me. It's a touchy, really lovey, compassionate kind of. Pull a couple of cards for you here. Does that make sense, Patricia? We're starting at 46, by the way, 46 minutes. Yeah. Mostly hard to hear from the buffering. See, I'll have to go back. Okay, it's at 46 minutes. I'm going to put it in, write it in here. When I go to 46 minutes. This card is the first card, which is very motherly, very loving, very caring, very nurturing, all the things we just talked about with Taurus, and it's interesting it's here. So I don't know if you're feeling especially this way lately, is that you're just kind of taking care of other people instead of really self-nurturing right at this moment in time. Look at the big Venus sign holding, the Venus, the love, beauty, the caring, the nurturing. Oh, look at all the flowers and the birds that are around you in this picture. It's lovely. Nurturing. I also feel it pregnant with this card, Patricia. Do you have somebody around you who just found that they're pregnant? I'm hearing pregnancy with this card. Your niece, okay. Is she due like in late, early summer? Oh, thank you, Joanna. Thank you for being here and helping so much. I really appreciate it. I'm going to pin it so you guys can help me with that, okay? That way we'll be able to check and see who's up. So this does make sense. Okay, good. Yes, that's when she's due. And that's what I'm hearing too. So, and I feel like everything's going to be fine. I feel like it's a girl. Do they know yet what the baby is? Good night, Jenna. Thank you for your help, hon. Boy, interesting. Is she only having one child, or does she already have a girl? The second card I have for you, by the way, while we're talking about this, is Wheel of Fortune. So really fate, destiny, whatever it is you want, whatever is coming to you, it's like perfect timing. This is like your destiny. This is what's coming to you right now. She has two girls. Okay, so maybe that's why I'm a girl. So it's great that she's having a, she'll be really happy. And I think be involved very heavily. So I don't know if this is like your sister's daughter who's having the child, but I feel like this is somebody that you're going to actively involve. And the Wheel of Fortune is telling me this is fate, this is destiny, not the pregnancy, but kind of the direction your life is going now. Where you are, how happy you are. What you need to let go of is what I'm hearing. The new moon that's coming up is in Aquarius, of all things. The full moon was in Leo, but so that means 6 degrees is Aquarius, so that's coming up shortly here with the new moon. So again, with the thinking and paying attention to what you know is the right thing to do, what's right for you is what I'm hearing with Wheel of Fortune. So listening to your gut, which is what you do, but really pay attention to what it's saying to you and trusting it. Do you have a question for the pendulum, Patricia? A yes/no question? How would I go about how to hear spirits first and call in your angel guide? How you go about doing that? It's really hard to read cards if you don't. You can do it just by tuition. Whenever I open books, any of the books that come with the cards, I get them. They're all still in the box. I just go by gut feeling when I look at the card. And that's really what tarot cards are all about. I don't really hear spirits from tarot cards. I keep that kind of separate. But sometimes I combine the two. Sometimes your spirit guides speak to the tarot card. Your tarot cards are just a tool. Have you been practicing reading tarot cards? Have you been practicing tarot cards and see messages you get when you pull them? Like, notice when I pulled the mother card or the Empress, I get, when I pull that card, I often get a pregnancy. And I hear that. You're getting up the good. I practice on your friends. You can practice on me anytime. The more you practice, the more you start to trust your feeling. It's really getting up the nerves and you should trust yourself. Moving that ego part of yourself, saying, this isn't right, I don't trust this. Moving that away so that you no longer feel that way. Okay? Okay, question. Yes, I'm ready. Pendulum for you, Patricia. You're next. I think you would be great at the cards. Send me a visitation. Good question. Let's add. Let's just to give you a visitation. Not coming through yet. There he is. It's a yes. It's going around. That's it. Oh, it's a yes. Actually hit my hand and made my hand move. Let me ask again. Jesse, come and give a visitation to your mom. And it goes again. And see, I'm not moving around at all, and it's going in a circle. It's yes. He will. You just have to be patient. That old step Taurus, patience, right? Stop you. Thank you, Jesse. It is cool. The pendulum really kind of, you can be a human pendulum. Everybody can do that themselves by asking of yourself. If you know the answers, you can stand up and you can say, first ask your body, show me yes. And like for me, yes is I lean, I go forward. and end up because she'll know and then backwards. So if I have a question or something that I'm not sure of the answer, I can use my body as a pendulum. You're so welcome, Patricia. I'm wishing for that soon, soon. I'm waiting for that visitation soon. I don't remember your dreams, so how will you know if he comes? Are you starting to keep journal? I would love that. I would love that, hon. I can see you be very, very good at it. I think you just have to trust again. Can I say what again, hon? Can you say again? Say again, Patricia. Oh, I don't know, hon. My mind works so fast between spirit and I'm not sure what I asked. We were just talking about standing up and using it as a pendulum. Yes and no answers from your own body. There you go. Keeping a journal is what I asked. I said, I know you have trouble remembering your dreams. Have you started to keep a journal and write down even a word or two about your dream when you wake up? Makes a big difference. Okay, Tricia? We'll talk soon, I'm sure, hon. Linny, you're next. And Lisa. Will McGregor come down soon? You can feel anxiety, or is feeling yours? You're so welcome, Patricia. Let's do a pendulum on that. Yes or no? Will McGregor calm down? I feel like he's feeling your anxiety. What and everything you're going through. I feel like he's anxious because you're anxious, is what I'm hearing. But let me see if we're going to get him to calm down. Are you going to calm down? Will McGregor calm down for Lynn? Try that one. My finger twitched. Okay. McGregor, calm down for Lynn. Yes. It's going in a circle as opposed to going backward and forward. So yes, he will calm down. But I feel like what I heard from made some decisions. I'm going to read for your sign too. You're right, Lynn? Because I feel we both feel anxious. Mercury retrograde, Gemini and Virgo, led by the planet Mercury. Lisa, you're on next, hon. She didn't ask you, but next. For Gemini, Lynn, are you still here? I'm not sure if I lost Lynn. But hold on one second. It's going to be your turn. Yep. I just want to make sure Lynn got the message. I was going to pull a card for her, but I'm not sure she stayed on. I think she might have cut off. Well, I'm going to pull a card for her in case she comes back because she has a decision to make. Lynn, this is the decision that you haven't yet made. There's a clear path to the decision you have to make. This white buck is you. That's the only way. That's your standing in your own way of making this decision. As soon as you can make your decision, I feel like McGregor will calm down. Okay? Thank you, Lisa. You are next. So, Linny, I hope you can come back and see this card because I think it'll really help. Would you like to ask us a no question and then we can do an air poll for you? Or would you like to do the cards first and then ask a question, no question, or what would you like to do? So go on. Lisa, you're Aries. So would you like me to pull a couple of cards for you, or would you like to ask a question of the pendulum first? Hi. Aries, I can pull a couple for you and then do the pendulum, or I can ask a yes, no question pendulum. Lisa wants something fun. Exciting for the weekend, right? Fun and exciting. Okay, let's see what we got. Hey, are you taking a trip? This is going something, moving towards something. It's not moving away like some Six of Swords. They're in a mode and they're actually leaving. Only their back, but you can see her face very clearly with very healing energies around energy for you. So if you're taking a trip, that's really going to be nice. I love that. That's something fun. Are you taking a trip? Are you going somewhere? Alfredo, I need you to subscribe. And once you subscribe, hit the notification. No trip plan. Well, you are going somewhere. So I don't know if you want to plan just a little getaway or a day trip even, because I feel like this will be a lot of fun for you. I feel like the other card you got is the High Priestess, and the High Priestess is about hiding things, something that you're hiding and that you're not telling someone. Do you understand what that means? High Priestess is about hidden things, and it comes out at the new moon. We're just about at the new moon now. Quite often secrets or hiding something from somebody. Okay, Alfredo, that's great. I'm not doing any readings tonight, but I will definitely read on Sunday when you come on. Okay, if you hit the notification bell and the subscribe bell. Why is that funny, Lisa? Share a secret, keeping something hidden, or just finding out about something that has been hidden from you. Then we're moving to a new one in March. Oh, I'm so happy. Lynn, that makes such a difference for you, America. I think that's wonderful news. I'm glad you made the decision. There's still another decision you have to make, though. That's what the card showed. So go back to like 5 minutes. I think that's where the card was, okay? Lisa, must be money I'm about to spend on the kitchen remodel that I haven't told my husband about. Your secret's definitely. I'm thinking you're going to be telling him this weekend. Were you planning on telling him this weekend? I feel like soon, because that's the new moon and we're coming up on the moon. See the new moon in the picture? First quarter moon. Are you going to be telling him soon? I feel like he's not going to react, though. I don't think he's going to be mad. Undecided when or how should I tell him. Little as possible is what Spirit's just told me. Tell him the basics, because he's not good with you telling him too much information anyway. So I feel like just tell him the basics, and that'll be a good. That this is what you're doing, and you know, he doesn't need to know detail. I don't think he's going to ask you for the detail. Yeah. So I think, hey, just tell him as little as you need to tell him. You know, there's going to be people banging around in our kitchen pretty soon. That kind of thing. Okay? Do you want to ask Angel a question, hon? I know. It won't. That's why I kind of said he doesn't really care, I feel like, that much what you do as far as, you know, the spending of it. I think that's, you just need to give him the real basics. Do you want to ask yes or no question? What do you think? But I'm thinking about it, it's already telling me no. I don't know what about. It's going backwards as opposed to in a circle. What were you going to ask me? Because it's already telling me no. No, you can stop. Thank you. Okay, what would you, if you were thinking of a question? But let's talk about Abby. What would you like to know? Yeah, she's happy. She is happy. Are you worried that she's happy? Jumping the gun, but she's doing really well. I think she's really happy to be there. Okay, thank you. Are you still typing about Abby? I don't know if she's going to catch up in school, but trying to figure out how to put a yes or no. Will she catch up in school? Will school go better? Very happy. The pendulum will is that. Will she catch up in school? Do you want to ask that? I'm hearing she does need some extra help. So do you have her live with somebody that's helping her? Tutoring or helping her on the side? Yes. Okay, let's ask. Catch up in school. I'm hearing, yeah, it's saying no. I'm hearing she needs a tutor. She needs somebody to help her. Okay, thank you. No, I didn't, pure love. I got a no, Lisa. I think it's because she needs a tutor. Do you have someone that's tutoring her? That's with her? Yes, I got a tutor. I think she may need more than this. It's going yes for the tutor. So the tutor's good. That's going to be good for her. But I think you know at school too. You worked with them at school, or mom has what she needs. Thank you, Spirit. Because I think they can help as well. She gets distracted easy, is what I'm hearing, Lisa. Do you find that it's really hard for her to focus, that she gets distracted really easily? after school programs, and she's remote. She's now the tutor. Good. I think that's really going to help. Also hearing she gets very distracted. It's hard for her to zero discipline at home. Okay. So that's a big part of it. She have a lot of boundaries set in place. Then kids need boundaries to feel safe. So Auntie Lisa, can that? Yes. House boundaries. I think the tutor's really going to help, and I think that was a really good decision. It's going in a circle again. So it's answering along with me. Concerned about how far I have to go, how much to step in without insulting Mom. I don't think Mom's going to feel any insult as you help. She's grateful for your help. I'm getting a yes, that too. Thank you. I think I don't think you'll insult Mom. I think it was overwhelmed. I think any help that you can offer, if you offer it to her in such a way, like just thinking that, you know, maybe I'd be happy to help her. You know, it feels like she's a little low at school. Is that okay with you? Just put it out there like that. She's going to be grateful to you for helping. Okay? I don't need to worry, Lisa. I think you're doing all the right things, hon. Okay? Getting one of those downloads right now. You're so welcome, hon. It's great to see you. I miss you. I'm going to check Pure Love because I don't have you. You didn't come across the screen, hon. And that's usually how people come across when they've subbed. You're welcome, Lisa. Anytime. Pure Love, I think you have your settings set to private. So you need to go under your profile picture at the top. There's a drop down where you set your settings, and there's a little button where you move from private to public, and then you sub. Okay? Subscribe. Oh, you're not on the list for today. Alfredo? Alfredo, thanks for love. You might want to try and subscribe again. And if you're subscribed and hit the notification bell and come on Sunday, you can definitely reading, okay? Sometimes the computer is running slowly. Alfredo, what's you, hon? Did you go up and check your picture and see if you were on private settings, Pure Love? Because it's not coming through. So figure it out between now and Sunday, hon, okay? Alfredo, what's your sign? What astrological sign are you? Or when were you born, if you don't know? Alfredo, are you still here? We're starting at 1:15, starting your reading. Your sign, what's your astrological sign, so I can ask the cards a question on what's happening with you. I can ask anyway, just not have a sign. I'm going to do that because I can't hear from you. So you back and kicked off, back on at around 15. 1 minute, 15 minutes, 1 hour, 15 minutes, Alfredo, and I'll pull a couple of cards for you and see what's happening, okay? Okay, interesting. So you have the Ace of Wands. The aces always mean beginnings, which are beautiful. I wouldn't be surprised if you might be a fire sign, either an Aries or a Sagittarius, because the Ace of Wands are always fire energy. And this, like, it's almost too hard to handle. I almost like this is something that you're coming in contact with that is telling you it's not ready to be revealed. So you're working on something and working on a big reveal, a project, somebody that you're going to unload or reveal to them. But I feel like it's coming up soon, and then then you can actually put your hands on it. Right now, whatever you're working, you can't yet put your hands on. And I also have the Queen of Cups, and the Queen of Cups is always in gold. You notice she has gold curtains, she has gold outside with the sunshine, and gold on the landscape, gold in her outfit, in her hair, gold in the pillars. It's like everything touched turns to gold, Alfredo. So that's a really good thing. So you're just about to touch this brand new beginning. It'll be wonderful for you, according to this queen that's here. Okay, and I would just say manifest crazy, because I feel like you have the ability to manifest nothing but good things, monetarily, otherwise, right now. Okay, Alfredo? I'm sorry I missed your reading, but go back like 2:15 or 2:16. I mean, 1 hour and 60 minutes, I think, is when we started. Okay? Okay. So next we have Mark or Julie. Are you still here? Julie, are you still here? Okay, Maya, let's see if it's here. Mish is next. Mish is next. So I think Julie's not here. So Mish, are you here? It's so hard the way the computer's been acting to stay on today, which is a shame. I'll be back on Monday. Usually I'm midday on today, but we'll see, it might be in the evening again. No, and I'm not. I'm doing part of the pendulum. I'm not doing mediumship tonight. Mish, are you here? Okay, that's you. What's your sun sign, hun? Astrologically. Pisces. Okay. All right. And we're coming into Pisces shortly. So is your in March or the end of February? Okay. Let me pull a couple cards for you, see what we get. Okay, interesting. The very first thing is, for some reason, you have yourself kind of imprisoned. It's like you're self-sabotaging yourself in some way. And I don't know what it's about. I don't know if this is about work or a relationship, but you can easily untie your hands and stand up and take your blindfold off and wear these, but choosing not to. It's almost like you're choosing to be a victim at this point. Really with all this beautiful blue healing energy around you. But you're in a situation either at work or at home where you feel like you're not in control or you're not in charge of it, of the situation. You don't like that you're not in charge is from here. Does that make sense? Somewhat. Okay. Well, release yourself because you're only holding on to it for I mean, you're holding on to it, but not for good reasons, as I'm hearing. I feel like it's time to take your blindfold off. Really look at, because swords are all about truth. Look at what's going on around you, and then make a clear decision about something. But you have to blindfold off and really take a look, and not be like, I can't believe this is happening to me. But okay, so this is how am I going to deal with it? You know, standing in your own power. Because the second card I have is the Knight of Swords. Beautiful blue energy again, beautiful healing around you. I don't know, did we get that last time that you were holding on to something? It's not necessarily holding on to something, it's that you're not willing to look at it freely, and that's why you're blindfolded. Notice both your cards, you can't see your by the Suit of Honor in Knight of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords and the Eight of Swords, you come by blindfold. So there's something you're not looking at clearly. Something that you don't want to look at, you don't want to see. It's not so much holding on to something as it is wanting to look at it. And swords are all about looking at things. You're right on the cliff here, so you really do need to open your eyes and take a look at whatever it is. I would Google eagle means, because there's an eagle flying overhead. But if you open your eyes and you take the camera, your horse will be ready to move, just back around, right? Because you've got beautiful calm waters on either side. So a lot of calmness around you. You just have to let go and open your eyes and take a look at what it is. And once you know the truth, it might be a lot easier to open your eyes, right? Does that make sense, hon? Pisces are very intuitive. A lot of Pisces, a lot of Virgos. Yes, absolutely. In the healing stage. That's wonderful. Good for you. Get yourself out of the middle of the swords. You don't need to be there anymore. Take the blindfold off and just sit head on. The blues are beautiful. A lot of healing energy with both of these cards, with the blues around you. Okay, so it's perfect that you're doing that, working on that now. Did you want to ask a question of the pendulum? A yes or no question? Do you have a yes question you'd like to ask? Okay, what would you like to know? I know you did, Fred. I'm sorry. Can't go back, hon. I have too much to read for. I will be reading. You might check. I did pull the cards for you. I know I pulled cards for you. It was only about 10 minutes ago. So you want to check from like 1:15 on, 1 hour and 15 minutes on, see what it is. Okay, because I do reading. It's a good night. The intention bag I'm thinking of. Ingredients I've selected. Okay. Intention. I'm hearing no, because it's new moon. You need to wait for the new moon to do any manifesting. Yeah, I gotta know on that. Oh, that one went off the cliff. When is the new moon? Check. That's the best time. When is the new moon in January 2021?
Here's information from Old Farmer.
It's the 13th. So we have a few more days, and that at the new moon is going to be the perfect time. So not tonight. I think you need to start on the new moon. The 13th, I think it is. That's what I just heard. And that would be when it'd be a really good time. We're in February. I am losing it. Mercury. February new moon.
According to Scotsman,
Yep,
the next new
it's
moon
the 11th.
on Thursday, the 11th of February, 2021. The moon will be.
That's perfect. So that's coming up in just a few short days. And you'll be able to, that'll be perfect time. New moon is all about manifesting and bringing in new things. Okay, so the intention bag is about manifesting. So that's perfect time at the new moon. The full moon is letting go, releasing. The new moon is bringing in and manifesting. So on the new moon on the 11th, and today's what, the 5th or the 6th, will be a really good time for you to start that. Okay? Thank you, hon. Perfect. Okay, let's see who's next. Power. And then Anita, or Lovely Green, and then Lovely Green. So Girl Power, Anita, and Lovely Green. You guys feel so inclined to donate to the, be very grateful. Thank you. You can open the channel down below. There's a little X, open the list, and it says Days of Love. I have both Venmo and PayPal, so you can use a credit card or whatever, and small donations are greatly appreciated. I keeps my channel running, so thank you to all that have helped and who continue to donate on a regular basis. I'm very grateful. Thank you. Hey, okay, let me just check and see, you guys, if I'm looking to see if it doesn't look like Girl Power is here. So Anita, I will work with you, and then Lovely will be next. Anita, what's your sign, hon? What's your sign? And what I was saying is Virgos and Pisces are very, very intuitive. Well, it's not going to be effective unless you wait for the moon. You may want to figure out when the new moon is going to be most effective based on what month will work. But it'll be the most effective on the new moon. Okay, my Capricorn. So we've had a lot of earth signs on tonight. Virgos, Capricorns, Taurus. Interesting, since there's so much air out there, so much Aquarius. We have 7 planets Aquarius right now. It's interesting. We're getting so many earth signs on tonight. Let's see what we do. Interesting. So we have Leo, which is a fire sign. This card. When I pull this card, it usually tells me it's not that you're facing something, but there's something that you're looking at a different way right now, which is nice. And you're looking at it, you can stand in power and be very strong. It's also, the card also reminds you to show your underbelly or your vulnerable side. So there might be some feel the need to stand up for yourself and feel very strong and stand in your own power. But it's okay to also that softer side of yourself. Okay? And that's for you to know. You're welcome, Maya. And the second I have is the Five of Wands. And the Five of Wands, they're really kind of not talking to each other, here fighting with each other, but I don't really feel like they're around you, like or miscommunication with somebody that you've been talking to that's got you very you feel like thrown off, like off balance, like standing on foot. You just feel like you're not quite centered. And this card is to help you get through it. Sure, the fire energy that you could be working with, and this is also fire energy. You could be working with a Leo, a Sagittarius, or an Aries. But it's really something that you kind of feeling off balance or off kilter. And the best way to handle that is to stand in your own power. My cat is in my feet. And that you can in your own power and make that decision. Does that ring true, Anita? Something that has you feeling a little off balance, not in control right now? It's okay not to be. It's okay not to be in control. You'll let go of your soft, opposed to feeling that you have to stand up and be strong. Because I think you do a lot of that where you do stand up and be strong, but you have to, is what I'm hearing. You can sometimes be vulnerable and people for help. Okay? Okay. Thank you, hon. You want me to do a pendulum question for you? You're always strong first. That's the strength card that's shown for sure, but just remember you also have a softer side. It's okay to ask for help. Okay? You can ask for help. You don't always be strong for everybody. Do you have a yes, no question that you would like to ask the pendulum tonight? A yes or no question? Something that's a yes or a no? Anita, do you have a yes or a no question that you would like the pendulum to answer for you? You're all set? Okay, hon. Thank you for waiting and being so patient. I hope to see you Sunday. Feel free to share this out with everyone you know. Let all your friends know. Love Green, you're next. Hey, you're in Aries. Okay. I had a lot of Aries tonight, too. Interesting. We have a lot of the air. 7 planets right now. Air, very strong energy, a very self-controlled energy that thinks a lot. Stay in their head a lot. Love. Does that describe you? I feel like you're very logical when you're thinking. Also can be pretty when you want to be, yes? And when you want to be. I'm not saying something as a bad thing, that's just part of who you are. Okay, let's pull a couple of cards for you, okay? Wow, really nice card. Okay, the first card I have is the Ace of Pentacles. And this, look at how big that is. That's huge. That's big money coming. Are you getting a promotion, or is there something at work that you're getting money from? Or is this some kind of an award or money from a family member or something like that? Lovely. Or an inheritance? Because it's a good amount of money. How big that pentacle is. It's the Ace of Pentacles. It'll allow you to start something new. So where would this money be coming from? Because this is money coming towards you, hon. Does someone owe you money that could be paying you back? I don't know. I'm in school. That's why I'm not working. Are you getting a lot of financial aid this semester? Okay. Well, this is money coming from somewhere. So I'm not sure where it's coming from. You keep me posted, but it is coming in your direction. Okay. And the other card is you moving away from something. Are you changing majors or the direction of a goal that you've set for yourself? because you're walking away from some. He's walking away from some of these cups that he overturned. It's like you've been in school for a while, and now you're walking away from what it is you've actually been doing. What does not really mean? Is there any? I'm not changing in financially or education-wise. So you're not making a new direction at all. There's not a course you're taking, and the course really is you, and thinking that you want to, or you may want to take another course. That's what cards are telling me. So I'm keeping an eye out for money, and I would keep an eye out for taking a course and feeling like, you know, maybe whatever direction you're heading in isn't the way you really want to go. I'll pull another card. So yeah. And I've got you just working hard at work. The Eight of Pentacles, working hard. Well, I'm sorry I couldn't help you, hon. Like I said, the tell is your spirit guides. They're telling me what's going on, but maybe it hasn't happened yet, or maybe you just aren't looking at it that way yet. And if it changes, let me know. Okay? Why are you crying? That's fine. Spirit always knows what's coming. I mean, I don't argue with it. I just trust it. Oh, that's the laughing emoji? It looks like it's crying to me. Okay. Well, I'm glad you're happy about it. I think I would keep it out, because I think the angels and your sprites aren't usually wrong. So keep your know money's coming in. Well, there is one where you're laughing and there's little tears coming up. That I know which one you're talking about. Where you're smiling and laughing and tears coming out of the side, but not straight down. That's crying. I just wanted to make sure you were okay. Keep an eye out and keep me posted, okay? Thank you, guys. I'm really glad we were able to try pendulum tonight. Did you want to try pendulum, Lee? Do you want to ask the pendulum a yes or no question? Hi, I'm all set with readings for today, but if you subscribe, I'll be back on Sunday, and I read for my subscribers. So Dipa, you can subscribe. I read for my subscribers, so I'll be able to read for you, okay? So let's ask Lovely her question. Should I text Ricky? It will be a yes or a no, positive outcome if she texted Ricky. Come to Dipa, but on Sunday, when you come back on, if you are subscribed, I'll be able to do a reading for you. I'll let you know then, okay? It didn't want to subscribe now. But if you subscribe, come back, then I'll double check for you, okay? I'm going to ask the pen for Lovely if it would be a good idea to text, if it would be positive, she texts Ricky. I'm getting a no. Pretty soon, actually. Why wouldn't it be good? Is this someone you haven't talked to in a while, Lovely? That's what I'm hearing, Spirit. Is this someone you haven't spoken to? Are you fighting? Be a positive outcome. Are you not getting along with him? I'm trying to understand the response from the pendulum for you. Did he pull away, or you stopped talking randomly? So he kind of just pulled away. Huh. What the pendulum is telling me no, but me psychically, I'm a hopeful romantic. I tell you yes. You're not going to know what's happening if you don't Skype him, if you don't text him, right? What's your gut telling you? Because that's what I would trust over anything else. Over what Spirit tells you, over what the pendulum tells you. What is your gut telling you? Gut telling you that it's a good idea to text him? Yes, I just responded with a text that wasn't replyable. I want to text him to see how he's feeling. Yeah. And if you do you feel like that's a good thing to do? What is your gut telling you? Do you feel like that's an appropriate thing and he would like that? What the outside influences say, spirit guides, I mean, they're here to help us, yes, but you know best what's good for you. Then I think you should do it. I think you should text them for sure. Okay? If you come back on Monday, let me know how you made out. Always trust your gut. Always trust your gut. If it's telling you that he would like it. My pleasure, you guys. So glad you came along for the ride today. Thank you. And I look forward to seeing you guys again. I'll be back on Sunday evening. Have a good night.